Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. So let's move on to the first of all topics of today's discussion. The first topic has been selected as cumulative frequency graph, and under this topic the first question has been chosen from paper 9709/52 for the session May June 25, and question number 5 is going to be solved under this topic. It says the times taken 2 minutes by 300 students to travel to Holloton College are recorded. The results are summarized in the table below. Time is given less than until 10 seconds, 10 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, 40 minutes, 60 minutes, 90 minutes. Well, so we know how to draw a cumulative frequency graph. This is one of the easiest and most common topics to us. But the mistake we usually make is we always think of the upper bound. But that is true, definitely true. Always we will look at the upper bound of each of the classes. So here upper bounds are 10, 34, 20, 86, 42, 8, 62, 65, then 90 and 300. Now the mistake we make is actually we forget about the first point, the beginning point. The beginning point should be the lowest class, I mean lower bound of the first class. So what is the lower bound here? It is written until 10 seconds. So what may be the, maybe the lower bound of this class, it will be 0. So this is a mistake, and the number of students who took 0 minutes is also 0. That means 0 0 is also a point. So this point is not considered by many of the students. So please be careful about this. Always we will choose the upper bound, it's correct, but the first point, the initial point or beginning point must be the lower bound of the first class. So what are our points? We have our points are 0 0, 10, 34, 20, 86, 30, 142, 42, 8, 62, 65, and 9300. Let us plot all of these points. So this is the graph of the given information. The graph may not look like an exact graph, but it will look somewhat similar to this if you draw the graph. So please be careful of plotting the points accurately. In the horizontal axis, I mean x-axis, along x-axis we have written the time, and along vertical or y-axis we have written the cumulative frequency. Well, and there are 7 points we have marked. We have plotted 7 points: 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. So 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. Now let's see what question number B says. Question number B says that 120 students take more than k minutes to travel to college. Use your graph to estimate the value of k. So here there is a common concept where we make mistake. Actually 120 students took more than k minutes, so it is actually upper side of the graph. So if 120 students go away from 300, there will be 300 minus 120 students equal to 180 students. So actually we will have to find the point which coincides when the number of students is 180. So please don't get confused. In some cases students find 120. No, it is not 120. They told 120 student took more than that time. So upper part of the graph, let me show from the graph. So the students who took more time are lying above, that means upper part of the graph. So we have seen that it was 120 students. Okay, so 120 is closer to here, as this is 150 120, so somewhat over here. Okay, then if we find the time taken by 120 students, I mean k, value of k, it is going to be 35. It is the points might not be coincided exactly, but it will be 35 or 34, so you can write 35. Once again I am clarifying that why did I choose 180. Actually because the question told that more than 120 students, I mean 120 students took more than this time. Okay, so who took more than this portion? This portion is the, this portion of the graph is for the students who took more time. That means we will have to count from in descending order from top to bottom. Remember, here 120, so 120 student is over here 120. Remember, that means we require to find when, if we count from top to bottom, I mean bottom to top in ascending order, so we will have to count 180. Here it is 120 from 120 from top. Let me write here 120. Then from bottom it is actually 180. So this is how you will calculate. So please don't get confused. If you find that 120 from bottom, then it will be wrong, because they have told these 120 students took more time. So more time is always upper part. So less time, that means the time less than k minutes has been taken by 180 students, as the less time has been represented through the lower part of the graph. I think you got my points. Let's see the next question. So answer to the question number B will be 35 students. 35, or you can write even 34 students also. Both of them are acceptable equally. Well, the next question belongs to paper 53. The next question has been selected from paper 9709/53 for the session May June 25, and question number 4 belongs to cumulative frequency graph. It says 84 people attempt a particular puzzle. The times taken in minutes to complete the puzzle are recorded. These times are represented in the cumulative frequency graph below. And question number A says use the graph to estimate how many people took between 4 and 7.5 minutes to complete the puzzle. So 4 minutes to until 7.5 minutes. 4 minutes is over here. If we plot the points, 4 minutes is over here. And 7.5 minutes will be over here. So the number of students who took 4 minutes, it may be, let it be 27. Okay, here let it be 27. And the number of students who took less than 7.5 minutes, it will be 60, I mean 70. So what is the number of students who took between the time between 4 and 7.5 seconds? It will be actually 43. Okay, so number of student is going to be 43. We can write that 43 students took the time between 4 and 7.5 minutes. So 43 students, 43, or it may be 44 also. You can write, there may be a little change in the calculation, so it may be 43 or 44. Both of them are equally accepted. So that's all about our first topic, cumulative frequency graph. Let's move on to the next topic.